Hi team, I hope you're all okay. Today we're going to start a new weekend reading vlog. This is just going to be like a 48-hour reading vlog. I am doing the Asian Readathon this weekend, which is hosted by Cindy. I will leave a link to Cindy's channel down below if you want to go and check their channel out. Please do so. And I'm really excited. But before we get into the books that I'm going to be reading this weekend, I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Boxu. I am really excited to get my second box from them, and this month it is Boxu's birthday. They are celebrating their 5th year, so I'm really hyped to open this up and see what's inside and do some more taste testing for you this weekend. And I thought that this would be the perfect time to do this on the basis that I am planning on doing Asian Readathon this weekend, so I thought these tied in very nicely. So Boxu is a monthly snack box subscription service that delivers original assortments of premium Japanese snacks and tea pairings. Every month you'll receive a box with a different theme. The snacks will also be different. It's a gourmet journey through Japan every month. Shipping is direct from Japan, and you can get free shipping if you are in the US, so that's always handy to note. And you can get 10% off using my code, which is Steph10. I will leave a link in the description box down below so that you can go and check their website out with my code. Last month was my first month opening one of these, and I had a really good time taste testing. I also took some of the other snacks that I didn't quite get the chance to taste test in my video, which I will leave a link to up here if you want to check it out. I took them around to my parents and they've tried some as well and really enjoyed them, so I do highly recommend this snack box. What more could you want than to have a little bit of Japan in your home with some snacks? So I do highly recommend this box, and I'm really excited to try some of these throughout the weekend. So yeah, thank you to Boxu for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. So May 1st to 31st is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and Cindy always hosts a readathon in May for Asian Readathon, so I'm really excited to take part this year. And I thought that it would be cool to just do a weekend long one, because I am going away at the end of the month and I've had a couple of other things on that I've needed to do as well. So I did want to take part, but I knew I couldn't do the whole month, unfortunately. There are a few challenges. So the first one is to read a book written by an Asian author. The second one is to read any book featuring an Asian protagonist. The third book is to read any book written by an Asian author in your favourite genre. The fourth one is to read any non-fiction book written by an Asian author, and the fifth one is to read any book written by an Asian author that's not US centric. So I do have a few books that I'm interested in reading. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete all the prompts with, well, I'm not going to be able to complete all the prompts with themes, but I'm just really excited about reading these books. So the first one that I have that I want to read this weekend is Jade City by Fonda Lee. This is Jade's Patreon buddy read for the month of May, so I'm really excited about this one. I have already started it, so I am currently 110 pages in, and I do want to carry on with this a little bit more today. Today's Friday. The readathon, 48-hour readathon, doesn't actually start till midnight tonight, like Friday night, Saturday morning. So yeah, I am looking forward to continuing on with this one though. I have been enjoying it so far. I've been umming and ahhing about whether or not to pick this one up because I thought it might be too political for my tastes, but I thought I would try it anyway because I've been getting more into my political fantasy, and so far I'm really enjoying it. Having a good time with this one, so hoping to finish this one this weekend. I also have an arc of Meet Cute Diary by Emery Lee. This is an own voices rom-com about a transgender's teen's first real love, and we are following Noah, who's behind the popular blog Meet Cute Diary, which documents trans meet cutes. But Noah has a problem. He's made all the stories up, and then a troll calls him out for this. So then he has to try and defend his blog's honour. He starts fake dating Drew, who seems like the perfect guy, but as Noah falls for Drew, he meets Devon. Devon is awkward and geeky, but Noah can't deny their spark. With the Meet Cute Diary hanging in the balance, Noah will have to choose between following his own guidelines for love or following his heart. It sounds really sweet, and I'm really excited about it. So thank you to Harper360 for sending me this one, and I am also going to be using my Read with Pride bookmark from Crooked Quill company, so I will leave a link to them down below as well. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. I have tried to match my bookmarks to my books a little bit in colour, just because it was something I wanted to do. For this one I ended up going for my Lord of the Rings one because I just feel like it matches, like it's pretty, you know. unnecessary, but still. Then I wanted to throw in a couple of manga in here as well. So I have Dreaming Sun volumes 2 and 3, which I'm really hyped about. And for this one, I'm going to use one of Maddie's Patreon bookmarks, because I just think that this bookmark is perfect for both of these books, quite frankly. So yeah, this is a contemporary manga series, basically following a young girl who decides to leave home because her father and stepmother essentially don't give her any attention anymore. They only care about the new baby, and she decides to run away from home one day and ends up bumping into a man in the park who essentially says that if she does 3 things, he will give her a place to stay. The first thing is to tell him why she's run away from home. The second is to find his keys for him. And the third thing is to dream big and fall in love. And I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm excited to continue on with this series, and I'm having a good time with it so far. The fifth book, can't count. The 5th book that I have on here is Accidentally Engaged by Farah Heron, which is an adult romance, which I'm really hyped about, and is following Rina Minaj, who knows exactly what she's doing when it comes to bread. She treats the sourdough starters like somewhat unruly children, but when it comes to Rina's actual family and their constant meddling in her life, well, that recipe always ends in disaster. Rina's parents have found her yet another potential good Muslim husband. He's the perfect mouth-watering temptation and completely ruined by the unwelcome side dish of parental interference. Rina refuses to marry anyone who works for her father. She won't be attracted to Nadim's sweet charm or gorgeous lopsided smile. That is until the baking opportunity of a lifetime presents itself, a couple's cooking competition with the prize of her dreams. Rina will do anything to win, even ask Nadim to pretend they're engaged, but when it comes to love, baking your bread doesn't always mean you get to eat it too. I love fake dating, so I'm really excited about this one. So I cannot wait to pick this one up, and also thank you to Little Brown for sending me a copy of this one. And the bookmark I've decided to choose for this one doesn't match fully, but I thought it would be a damn shame not to use this bookmark this weekend, because this is the Poppy War, and this came in a Fairy Loot box very recently, so I thought it was beautiful and perfect for this weekend. So we're going to use it with Accidentally Engaged. I am hoping to get to all of these books, but if I don't, it's going to be a shame, but I would really like to. And then the final book I have on my TBR this weekend is Other Words for Home by Jasmine Waga, and I'm going to use this bookmark, which has come from Basically Brit's shop. I will leave a link to her shop down below, and also her YouTube channel. Please do go check her out. And I think this is told in verse, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through, and I can get the audiobook from Script, so I'm really looking forward to this one. But this is following Jude, who never thought she'd be leaving her beloved older brother and father behind, all the way across the ocean in Syria. But when things in her hometown start to become volatile, Jude and her mother are sent to live in Cincinnati with relatives. At first, everything in America seems too fast, too loud. The American movies that Jude has always loved haven't quite prepared her for starting school in the US, and for her new label of Middle Eastern as an identity she's never known before. But this life also brings unexpected surprises. There are new friends, a whole new family, and a school musical that Jude might just try out for. Maybe America too is a place where Jude can be seen as she really is. This lyrical, life-affirming story is about losing and finding home, and most important, finding yourself. It sounds so good, and I've heard nothing but good things about this one, so I'm really looking forward to picking this one up. So yeah, I'm going to stick this bookmark in here so that I know which one I'm using. Oh, I hadn't realised that Jasmine had done another book as well. Ooh, shall have to check that out. So that's my TBR for this weekend. It seems like a lot, but honestly, I think it's doable, especially seeing as I'm already partway through Jade City, and I'm hoping to get another 100 pages done tonight, and maybe make a start on Meet Cute Diary as well. So I don't know, we'll see. Thank you again to the sponsor for this video, who is Boxu. Again, link in the description box with a discount code, so do check them out. So I will update you tomorrow once the readathon has started, and I will see you then. Morning team, it is Saturday and it is currently 7 minutes past 11. I'm not long since got out of bed. I've been awake for a little while, but I've not long since got out of bed. I had a really nice sleep last night, which was good, but I feel a bit headachy this morning, so I'm gonna take it easy. I have sprints at 1 o'clock. I wanted to have been up a bit earlier by now and been further into my books, but I'm not, so we're not going to put the pressure on. It's fine. I have a couple bits of mail before I tell you what I'm going to do today, so let's get into this. This one is from Josie Jaffrey. I can already tell you that because of this on the back. If you don't know who Josie Jaffrey is, she is an indie published author from the UK, and she publishes adult fantasy books mostly about vampires, and they're fantastic, so I highly recommend you go check her out. You can buy her books from her website direct, which I would recommend, but otherwise you can get them from Amazon as well. And she has a new book coming out in her 3rd series very soon, actually. In fact, I've just ordered it, so it should be here soon. So this is a Silver Squad pin. I love her pins. I've had one of them previously which looks exactly like this symbol, which is for, I don't know if you can see that, looks exactly like this symbol, which is the symbol for the Silververse, which is what she's called her universe of vampire books essentially. So this is what the pin looks like. This is what the pin looks like. I am part of the Silververse squad and I'm really excited to be a part of it. I love to promote Josie's books where I can, and I adore her writing and her characters and things. So yeah, really excited. There's a top secret Silver Squad, eyes only. Nice. So there's a bit of merch in here. There is a ticket that will grant one of the lucky Silver Squad a book of Josie's. I have them all. So this essentially is her 1st and 2nd series, the Solace Invicti series and the, I can't remember what this series, oh, the Sovereign series. I've read the whole of the Solace Invicti series. I just need to read the 2nd and 3rd book in the Sovereign series, and it's really good. And then this one is a bookmark for the Seekers series, which is the latest series that she's done. And this one is following Jack Valentine, who is a vampire but also a detective of sorts, but in the vampire universe rather than the UK, like the human universe. And the first book was Mayday, and the next one is going to be Judgment Day, and I'm really excited to read the next one because I fucking loved Jack. She was awesome, so yeah, I'm here for it. Also, this series is queer, so just so you're aware of that. The Seeker series is queer, so thank you, Josie, for sending me these. I really appreciate it. Thanks for letting me be part of the Silververse squad. I'm so excited. If you want to check her books out, I will leave a link to Josie's website down below, to the shop specifically, so you can go straight direct to the shop and buy some books from her. You can get them signed, and I will leave a link down below to that so you can go check it out. And then we have something from Book Depository, which I have ordered myself. I've had my eye on this book for a while. I know that Maddie is a huge advocate for this book. She really loves it, and I really kind of want to read it. So it is Verona Comics by Jennifer Duggan. I've heard great things about this one. I didn't know Jennifer Duggan was the author of Hot Dog Girl. I've had my eye on that for a while as well, but I really love this cover, and I think that this oh yeah, You've Got Mail gets a queer YA twist. Fucking love You've Got Mail. It's one of my favourite movies of all time. It's one of those movies I can watch over and over again and never get bored. So I'm really living for this one. Oh yes, Jennifer Duggan's the author of Some Girls Do, which I've had my eye on for a while also, and is coming out very soon, I believe. So yeah, looking forward to picking this one up. And like I say, Maddie has not stopped talking about this one for a while now, so yeah, looking forward to picking this one up. I'm going to see if I can pick this one up in June for whatever-a-thon, because obviously I am contemporary, it's queer, it's contemporary, all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that's going to be my plan. So I have my sneak, I have some Krispy Kreme because why not? I went to Tesco last night to treat myself, and I have my books. So I am going to be focusing on these two mostly today, I think. So I've got Jade City, which I am currently 110 pages into. I can't remember how far I was when I spoke to you yesterday. And then I've got Meet Cute Diary, which I did start, but I didn't make a very good progress in. I got to page 8. So I'm going to continue on with this for a little bit, I think, while I just wake up, and before the sprints start. I think that's going to be my plan, maybe, or I might just watch some YouTube. Either way, I'm going to watch some YouTube while I eat my breakfast, but I may pick this up because there's still like an hour or so until sprints, an hour and 45 until sprints. So yeah, that's going to be my plan. So I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you. I don't have confidence that I'm going to get through all the books that I mentioned to you yesterday, but I'm hoping I can get through most of them. But we will see. I'll keep you posted and let you know how I get on. But yeah, I will check back in with you later.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wayward is my fickle heart. Where would I be if it weren't for your grace, your strength? Faithful is your mighty hand, drawing me close with your tender kindness, your mercy that saves. Abba, Father, I need you more of your strength, less of my own, Holy Spirit.
Okay, hello, good evening. It's now 7:30 in the evening and I have a couple updates for you. So I have been reading Jade City. I'm still on the live sprint and I'm doing an update now, but I have been reading Jade City. I'm now on page 206. So I'm quite a ways further on, not quite 100 pages. I think I was on 110 when I started today. So almost 100 pages. I'm on page 206 and I'm still really enjoying this. It's really good. The politics in this is a lot heavier than I'm used to, but I think I'm getting my head around it. Cody has mentioned that up until like past the halfway point, you're actually not really supposed to fully understand what's going on. And then it all starts coming together past the halfway point. So that's really helpful to know. I did do some Googling. I think I mentioned this earlier, but I did do some Googling yesterday to try and find out what each of the different things means. So there is a horn, a pillar, a weatherman, there are fingers, there is a fist, and these are all different types of people within the clan. So there's no like glossary or anything in the back of this or appendix to explain any of that. I feel like it could have maybe benefited from one of those, but maybe not. If it's explained further on in the book, that's great. If not, maybe it could have benefited from one of those, but it was easy to find on Wikipedia. I literally just googled Jade City Fond du Lis, and there was a Wikipedia page that explained everything. So yeah, I didn't go too far into that page because I didn't want to be spoiled. I just wanted to know what each of the terms meant. So yeah, overall still really enjoying this. If I was to rate it now, I'd probably give it a 4-star. So having a good time with this one. And then I have been breaking that up with Me Cute Diary. So I read Jade City for about 3 sprints, I think, and then picked this one up. And I've been reading this for the last couple of sprints because I just wanted to break it up a little bit. I was starting to get a bit sleepy, not because of the book, it's a me issue, not the book issue. And also it was becoming quite heavy for me to be reading so much back to back. So I've put it down for the time being and then picked this one up. This is a YA rom-com about a trans teen and also their blog. So basically they blog about trans meet-cutes on Tumblr. Basically it's a diary, and there is a troll that's basically saying that these meet-cutes are fake, which they are, but Noah is trying to prove that they aren't. So he started fake dating Drew, who is a boy that he's just met, and Drew's completely on board with this because he's been following Meet Cute Diary for a while now. Completely on board with it. In fact, it was his idea, and they are fake dating at the moment. But it turns out, I think, that later on in the book, Noah's going to meet a guy called Devin, who he's going to end up fancying, even though he's fallen in love with Drew. So I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm 122 pages in and I think I'm going to DNF this, and I'm really fucking sad about it because I was really excited about this. Couple of things going in very quickly. I've been reading a lot of adult fantasy and adult romance. I haven't picked up a YA contemporary novel in a long time, and I think I'm probably at a point now where I don't want to be picking them up anymore. I think I'm definitely too old to be picking up YA contemporary these days, which is a shame. Unless it's on the upper end of YA contemporary, this is definitely on the lower end. Our main character, Noah, is 16. So we're definitely at the lower end of YA contemporary. So just note that going in as well, that I've come to the conclusion that I think I'm too old now to be reading YA contemporary, which is fine. But I was still going to give the book a chance and continue reading it anyway, because it's fast and it was fun, and you know, I wanted to read it anyway. I just think generally I won't be picking YA contemporary up in the future too much. I say this, but I've got a reasonable amount of YA contemporary on my TBR for June, tentatively planned, but I will have to see how I get on with those. I'm hoping they're not too on the lower part of YA rather than on the upper part of YA. However, I say that, however, a couple of things I'm struggling with this. Obviously the narration is young because it is YA, so I'm struggling with that. I feel like the pacing is off massively. The pacing's way off. We go from, in the same page, like an hour or two can pass and there's been no indication that that time has passed at all. We just go from one scene to the next very quickly. Now I know that this can happen quite a bit in YA, so these things happen. It's just that I haven't picked up a YA novel in a while, and usually these things happen with a chapter change, or you know, there's like a line that explains a bit of time has passed or whatever. Then I cannot stand the main character in this book, Noah. Cannot stand him at all, and I feel really, really bad about it because I really wanted to like him, but he's quite self-centered, a little bit whiny. I don't know, just a mix of things. I just find him quite, I don't know, I just don't particularly like him. He's really, really annoying. So that's rubbing me the wrong way. Also knowing full well, I mean, it's fake dating, which I love the fake dating trope, but I know this is going to probably become a love triangle as well, and at some point I think one of those relationships could become toxic, and so I just don't know. I don't think I want to carry on with this. I'm not enjoying it. I was to start off with, and I was like, maybe I can let it slide, maybe Noah will stop being annoying, but he hasn't, and I'm just really, really struggling. I'm not invested enough to care and continue on to find out what's happening with the Meet Cute Diary and to find out who the troll is. I just don't care. I think I can pretty much predict who the troll could be. So I think I'm going to DNF it, and I'm really gutted. I mean, thank you to Harper360 for sending me this anyway, but I think I'm going to DNF it. It's just, I'm not doing anything for me and I'm not having a good time, so that's a shame. So on that basis, I think I'm actually going to pick up Accidentally Engaged by Farah Heron and get my way into this instead. I think get myself back on the adult romance tree, because this is what I need right now. I've been reading so much fantasy and it's great. I'm having a good time and I'm enjoying everything I'm reading on the adult fantasy side, but I just really needed like a contemporary to try and mix things up a little bit, you know, and clear my palette a little bit, and just this has not done it for me, and I'm really sad. So I'm not going to waste any more time on that, and we're going to read this instead, because I think some adult fantasy with maybe some smut in here would be great. I don't know if there is smut in here or not, but I'm really excited to find out. And this is following Rina Minaj, who loves to cook and bake, but her parents are trying to sort an arranged marriage out for her, trying to find her a good Muslim husband, and they have found one for her, but Rina refuses to marry anyone who works for her father, which I assume Nadim does, but it's a cooking competition. But then a couple's cooking competition comes up, and she ends up asking Nadim, will he pretend to be her fiance so that they can go on the couple's cooking competition, because she wants to win the prize. So there is fake dating in here as well, but I'm really excited, and will she be able to resist the handsome, charming man? So I'm really, really excited. So let's pick this up instead, because this is making me excited. I want to see if I can get maybe 100 pages into this, and maybe then later on I might pick this up again. We'll see. I mean, it's already 20 to 8, so we'll have to see what happens, but otherwise I'm enjoying this. I wasn't enjoying my last book, but let's try and read this and see how far I can get tonight, see how we get on. So I will check back in with you when there's an update. Good afternoon. It is 20 past 12 on Sunday, and I I've not had a great start to the morning. I woke up about 10 and then fell back asleep, woke up again at 11, and I've just been laying in bed for like an hour, waking up slowly because I was backstage with Ashley until gone 4 o'clock this morning. So yes, I am reasonably tired. I'm feeling a little bit croaky in the throat, but otherwise I'm fine. So I've come downstairs and we're going to get some reading done. I've got some melon and grapes to start me off for the day and some water in one of my sneak bottles. I just find it easier to drink out of one of those than a glass. I don't know why. Anyway, I haven't made any more progress with Jade City, so I am still 206 pages, 206 pages into this. I am hoping to make more progress today. I don't think I'm going to get this finished, if I'm being perfectly honest. This will probably run into next week, which is fine. I don't want to rush it. I'd rather not rush it, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I think I want to make some more progress, maybe another 100 pages today, but other than that, I don't think I'm going to finish it. What I do think I'll finish, and what I'm going to pick up now, is Accidentally Engaged by Farrah Heron. I started this one yesterday after DNFing Meet Cute Diary, and immediately, like literally on the second page, knew that I was going to love this book. This is fantastic. It's hilarious. I'm obsessed. I think I've generally told you what this is about, but what I didn't realise was how fast the whole, she doesn't call it an arranged marriage because her parents aren't forcing her to marry Nadeem. She calls it a facilitated marriage. So it's a marriage that her parents want her to have. She's not supposed to know. Because Nadeem accidentally told her. So it's just really, really, really funny. I love Rina and Nadeem as characters. The side characters, Shane and Marley. Marley is Rina's cousin. Shane is her best friend. They're fantastic. Her parents are, I'm not sure about her parents. She's got a little sister who I'm umming and ahhing about as well. But overall, really enjoying this so much. There is so much chemistry between Nadeem and Rina as well, straight off the bat. Just fantastic. Absolutely love this book so much. I'm currently up to page 119. It didn't take me very long to get there. This is so fast paced. So I can't see it taking me more than a few hours to get through the rest of this. So yeah, I'm having a really good time with this. So glad I picked this one up after DNF and Meet Cute Diary. This is exactly what I've been looking for. So yeah, having a great time with this one. So I'm planning on finishing this one off. Then if I could get through 100 pages of Jade City, that would be awesome. And then I would like to focus on the other books that I have planned for this weekend, which are 2 volumes of Dreaming Sun. If I only get through one, that's fine. And then Other Words from Home, which shouldn't take me too long. I have the audiobook for, and it's told in verse, so I don't think it will take too long. But yeah, I would like to get onto those as well this evening at some point. So I have my work cut out for me, especially since I haven't gotten up at a reasonable time. But let's do this. I'm really excited to carry on with this. I'm having the best time. So yeah, let's go. Hello, it is later on in the day. It's now 20 to 8 in the evening. And I have been really distracted all day, so I haven't read as much as I was hoping, and I'm really gutted about it. But I've got Chloe's sprints on at the moment from Chloe Reads Books, and we're currently 24 minutes into, no, we've got 24 minutes left of a 45-minute sprint. I was just upstairs trying to do some planning of my TBR whilst listening to my book, but I have been continuing to read Accidentally Engaged today, so I am now 229 pages in, and I have about an hour and 40 minutes left of the audio, so that's with the speed ramped up and worked out. So yeah, I am still pretty confident I can finish that tonight. I did read Dreaming Sun this afternoon at volume 2. I really wanted to jump into Dreaming Sun volume 3, but then realised that it's in German. It's not the first time I've done this. I bought I Hear the Sunspot, and when I got it, I realised it was in German. So I really need to be careful when buying these from eBay and figuring out what language they're in. I'm fairly certain I double checked this because of the whole I Hear the Sunspot thing, but apparently not. So I rated this one 3 stars. It was fine. This series is not perfect. It's definitely problematic, but in general it's cutesy and it's okay. So yeah, I do want to continue on with this, but obviously I need to be careful now because the volume I have for volume 3 is in German, so I can't continue reading that now. So I have finished a book for this reading vlog, thank goodness, because so far we're not doing great. I do have a parcel, so I thought I would open this with you. I know what's in here because I've ordered them myself, because there are 2 books in here and they are from the same author. This is a self-published indie author and I'm really excited to be buying more books from them. So these are The Blood Prince and also Judgment Day by Josie Jaffrey. So this is the 3rd and final book in the Sovereign series, which I don't yet own, and I still need to read the 2nd book, which is the Silver Queen. I should know that. Yes, the Silver Queen, the Gilded King is the first one. So this is the 2nd in the Sovereign series. I have read the Gilded King. I haven't obviously read the Silver Queen or the Blood Prince. And then this is the 2nd in the Seekers series. The first one being Mayday, and I really enjoyed that. I got an arc of it last year and I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad that we are continuing on with this series. I do love the matte covers of indie published books. The only thing I will say about them is it's gross when you can see fingerprints. I've literally just taken this out of the box, like that is not my fingerprint. It freaks me out a little bit. So yeah, these are by Josie Jaffrey. Josie is an indie self-published author and she's fantastic. I love her books. These are adult vampire series essentially. I'm not sure how many books are going to be in the series. There could be 3, there could be 4, there could be more, I'm not sure. So yeah, really excited to continue on with this one. I am very excited to have these to add to my collection and hopefully pick up very soon because I really love Josie's books. So yeah, excited to haul those. But I'm gonna go and continue reading now and I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you, probably tomorrow now. Hello, it's now 10 to 10. Oh, it's cowboy time. I was gonna wait to update you in the morning, but I just wanted to give you my initial reaction to Accidentally Engaged. First of all, thank you to Little Brown for sending me a copy of this one. I really appreciate it. I loved the sound of this because it's fake dating, but I literally didn't realise how much I was gonna love this book. I think I would read just about anything from Farrah Heron from here on out. I know she's got a YA contemporary coming out in October/November, I think, depending upon whether you get the hardback or the paperback. So I might give that a try, even though I have mentioned I'm going to try and stay away from YA contemporary, dependent upon what's going on with it. But I fucking loved this. The writing style was fantastic. The humour in here was brilliant. The banter between all of the characters was outstanding. And honestly, it's really strange, but I really saw myself represented in Rena in this book. She's 31 years old. She's working in a job that she hates and she's been let go three times throughout the process of this from said job. Career path. She's working in a career path she hates. She's got a passion for something else, but she's not sure how to make this a financial thing. And she's thinking about, at the age of 30, changing her career path. She has had several relationships that have gone down the pan every single time, and there's a lot of pressure on her to be in a relationship and get married because of her age. I am 31 years old. I hate my job. I don't like my career path anymore and I'm looking to try and get out of it and actually move into something within the bookish industry, because again, I also have a hobby that I really love and would love to do as a job. I similarly have had several relationships in the past and I am single and not settling down, but have pressures that family put on you to settle down and have kids because of my age. I just related to her so much. There is also mental health representation in here, which again, I related to, depression, anxiety, just literally related to her so much. I loved the relationship between Rena and Nadim as well. I loved that she had a really good relationship with her brother and a not so good relationship with her little sister, but that kind of built up in the background. This is not just about the romance in here, this is about family, but this is specifically about Indian families as well, which I really enjoyed kind of seeing as well. So I just really enjoyed this book so much. Also, lots of food. I was starving through most of this book, I'm not gonna lie. My mouth was watering constantly. I loved this. I loved it so much. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. And like I say, I related to Rena so much. I cried several times through reading this, but I just fucking related to her so much. So much. And I actually tabbed a couple of things up as well. Nobody can ever see my tabs because I do mine really small so that I can actually fit the book back on the shelves without it causing me too many problems. I only tabbed a couple of things up. The first thing was that she was describing Nadim as a brown Captain America. Nice. Which I just thought was brilliant because I fucking love Captain America. So another one was where Amira is Rena's best friend, and Amira was asking Rena how she's doing, and Rena was trying to say that she was fine, and Amira's reaction was, "Screw finery." Amira threw her arms in the air, causing a small spurt of chai to erupt from her mug. "You're always fine. The fucking house is on fire, and you're the idiotic dog with a cup of coffee saying, 'This is fine. This is not fine. You've been downsized again.'" And I just insert that gif here.
This is fine.
I just found it hilarious because the amount of times that I have referred to that gif in general when I've gone, it's fine, everything's fine. I've even put it in my vlogs previously, and myself and Jade say this to each other regularly, like in the background on our private chat. So I just thought it was so fucking funny. I could relate to so much in this book. I honestly thought it was brilliant. I thought it was fantastic. What else did I tab up? This joke was hilarious. Denial wasn't just a river in Africa. I sat there for way longer than I should have done trying to figure out how that was funny, and then it clicked eventually. I really hope that everyone gets that. And then there was like I tabbed up like a whole paragraph here that literally describes me essentially. So yeah, outstanding. 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much to Little Brown for sending me this. Thank you to Farrah Heron for friggin' writing it, because this was freaking awesome, and I need everybody to be picked. Well, not everybody, because if you don't like adult romance then don't pick this up, but if you love adult romance, pick this up please. This was fantastic. I friggin' loved it. So yeah, freaking awesome. Awesome. I am in such a good mood right now. That book was everything I needed. I just needed such a good palette cleanser, and that was perfect. So I'm gonna carry on reading for a bit longer because now I'm in like a super good mood, which is awesome. So I'm gonna pick up Other Words for Home by Jasmine Waga. I've heard really good things about this one, and it's told in verse, so I don't think it should take me too long. I do have the audiobook to listen along to at the same time. So yeah, if I could finish this before bed, that would be awesome, but I won't put too much pressure on myself. I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock, so I do still have a few hours before I should probably be going to bed. I have been exhausted today, but that book's perked me right up, so we'll see. But yeah, this is what I'm going to pick up next, so I will check back in with you probably tomorrow now and give you an update then. But yeah.
I don't want to let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna miss.
Good morning team. It's 11:30 and you will have just seen a clip of me doing a bit of a taste test. They were delicious. Some chocolate potato chip things. These are some more potato chips, really tasty actually, and then some gummies as well, which are really good. And also I really like that this is resealable, so they don't come out. You don't have to eat them all in one go, which I probably usually would. So yeah, really tasty. I'm going to carry on stacking on all of those in a bit. But yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of a taste test from the Boxu birthday box. So again, if you would like to check them out, there will be a link in my description box down below, and you can use the code Steph10 that will get you 10% off. Thank you to them again for sponsoring this video. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quickly. My battery's about to die, so let's change that first. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so this weekend I've not got as much read as I really hoped I was going to. I was quite distracted. Just in general, I don't think my mental health has been there fully, but overall everything I read I've really enjoyed. So just very quickly, obviously I couldn't read Dreaming Sun Volume 3 like I hoped I could because it's in German and I'm really gutted. So I'm gonna try and get my hands on an English version, because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I couldn't read that one, which I was really gutted about because I really wanted to carry on with the series. I didn't get a chance to pick up Other Words From Home like I hoped I would. I know I mentioned last night that that's what I was then going to do, but I didn't. I started scrolling for jobs, so I then got distracted for an hour and went to bed really early. So yeah, I didn't end up picking this one up, but I will do soon. Hopefully this will go back on my shelves and I will pick it up at some point soon. And also I DNF'd Meet Cute Diary, 111 pages or so in. So yeah, I didn't carry on with this one. I just felt way too young for me, and also I hated the main character Noah. So yeah, wasn't a huge fan of this one, unfortunately. Other people maybe, which is absolutely fine. It was just a personal thing. I don't think I'll be picking much YA contemporary up, very young YA contemporary up in the future. And also I just wasn't a huge fan of the main character in here, which is a shame. So yeah, so start off with those. The things that I did finish, I managed to read Dreaming Sun Volume 2, which I gave 3 stars. I'm looking forward to continuing on with this series. I also managed to read all of Accidentally Engaged by Farah Heron, which I gave 5 stars. I really loved this book. This was fantastic and I highly recommend picking it up. And then I managed to read a decent chunk of Jade City. So when I picked this up at the beginning of the week, I think I was around the page 111 mark, maybe. Not the beginning of the week, the beginning of the weekend, because I started this on Thursday. So I think I was around 110 pages in and I'm now on page 206. So I read almost 100 pages of this as well throughout the weekend. So yeah, overall I had a reasonable weekend. I mean, I finished an entire book, a manga, and 100 pages of another book. I've done better in a 48-hour period, but you know, when things aren't 100% and you're feeling a bit meh in general. I did also, when you think about it, I did also get 100 pages into this as well, so there was that to consider. But yeah, overall I feel like I had a reasonable weekend. Not perfect, but reasonable. But yeah, that was my plan. Didn't quite nail it, but that's okay. You know, so overall a reasonable weekend. I'm really happy with Accidentally Engaged. Actually, I really loved that book, so I'm so glad I got the chance to pick that up this weekend. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this reading vlog. Please let me know in the comments down below what your current read is and are you enjoying it. And also, if you don't want to leave a comment, drop me an emoji. If you can find the cherry blossom emoji, drop that one. If not, just drop me a flower emoji. Drop any flowers. And I shall see you next time. Thank you again to the sponsor of this video, Boxu. I really appreciate it, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.